Okay, Leith, could you please turn your camera on? I forgot to mention that cameras would need to be on today.
Okay,
All right. So
here it is.
what country are you from?
I'm from Jordan in Middle East.
Okay, Jordan in the Middle East.
Yeah,
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining me. What time is it for you at this present time?
the time is 7 and 2 at evening.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Peter. How are you today? Hello, Peter. Okay, so Peter, I'm going to put you in the waiting room until you can get your camera ready. So you're back in the waiting room. All right, so for those that will be joining, I'm going to leave them in the waiting room until they can get their cameras on. If they can't get their cameras, then maybe they can just watch the recording. Laith, I think we have met before in other sessions. Is that right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Fantastic. Well, it is really great to see you again today. And thank you so
Thank you.
much. Thank you so much for joining. I
Thank you.
believe Alex Kumar is joining me live now. And so what I'm looking for today, I'm just doing a little bit of research. This is my research probing, looking to find out exactly how I can best serve you and help you in your journey of conversational English, fluency, presentation, interviewing, exactly what it is that you are seeking. So we'll see how I might best be able to help you with that. So I'll see if Peter can join us now. Hello, Alex. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm just doing some exploratory work today to find out how I can best help the English language learners. So Laith, tell me, what are some of the goals that you have or some of the frustrations that you have as it relates to English, and in which capacity? Is it fluency, interviewing? What do you have a desire to improve?
Yeah, certainly. Uh, Job in this day, you have to have English good to work in a large company
Mm-hmm.
and to deal with this manager, maybe your manager from a strange country, and to deal with him, to contact with him, you need English language. And if you want to enhance your skills, you have you have to learn English, because this skill found in book that have English language. So to read this books and understand this book, you should have English language, a good English language.
Fantastic. So you've explained that very well. Are you working currently, Laith?
Now, at last year at Hashimi University in mechanical engineering faculty, just 1 year remain. So I prepare myself to be a good engineer. Someone can invite plenty of things. Someone you can depend on him.
Okay. So you are not working at this time, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So Alex, let me remind you that you will need to have a working camera to participate. If your camera isn't working, I'm going to put you into the waiting room. So I'm going to give you about 30 seconds to have your camera on. If your camera doesn't work, then I'm going to put you in the waiting room. I think like you are familiar with BN. He is joining me now. And once Haas is in the session, I'm going to have Haas serve as co-host today. And I think he just logged out. So Alex, I'm not seeing you, so I'm going to put you into the waiting room as well. Let's put you back in the waiting room. And I'm going to admit again, Peter. So today, it is just a planning functional session for me so that I can help those of you who are joining these classes understand what is required and how you are going to hopefully interact with me while doing so. Let me see who is in the waiting room again. Now, I'll just leave everyone in the waiting room until Haas gets here again. So my question to you, Laith, are you currently working? That was what I was asking. Are you currently working? Are you currently working, Laith?
Now, in this day,
Yes, like tomorrow, will you have a job? Will you go to work tomorrow?
in this day, I'm a student. I'm a
Okay.
student.
So you're currently a student. Okay, that's fine. So let me just speak with Haas for just a moment. Hello, Haas, how are you?
Hello, doctor. I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm fantastic. Did you get disconnected just a minute
Yeah,
ago?
well, I had some difficulties with my internet connection.
Okay, so I have just made you co-host, Haas, and this is a planning session. So if you can see, I'm going to say it again. For those of you who are not able to turn your cameras on, I'm going to put you back in the waiting room. You will remain in the waiting room until you can fix your camera. But if you can't fix your camera, you will take the space of someone who has a camera. You'll also need to know how to adjust your microphones. And since Peter, I know I have had live sessions with you before, I know that you know how to use your microphone, and I know that you know how to use your camera. It could possibly be though, Peter, that you may have some technical difficulties today. And even if you are having technical difficulties, this is not the day that I'm going to work with you to get the connections. So if you can't make the connections, hopefully you'll be able to see the replay of this. So what I'd like for you to do, I have mentioned to Peter, this is probably my third time to remind him that I want his camera on. So I want you to put him in the waiting room. If you don't know how to put him in the waiting room, then just delete him from the group.
Okay.
And he can come back whenever he can. So.
Oh, okay, let me try how to do that first. You know, it's my first time to co-host. Well, not to co-host, but to use the Zoom options.
Okay.
The camera is on.
No, your camera's not on, Peter. Your camera isn't on. This is a still picture.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So there may be some problems. So Haas, I'm going to allow you to try and remove him. If you can't, then I will do some. So Laith, you have presented a very good outline of what you want to do once you finish your program of study. And I want to agree with you, Laith, that what you have said is very important. If you start now perfecting your English while you're still in school, and because it is important that you be able to speak with some fluency to get the best jobs, this is the best opportunity for you to start to practice. Now, I'm interested in knowing, what are you currently doing, Laith? What are you currently doing to improve your conversational English? What are you currently doing?
I do lots of things like English, or especially conversation.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Conversation, only conversation.
So what does that look like? What does that look like? If that is what you're doing, what does it look like? How do you practice conversational English now? Are you working with a coach? Are you working with the school? What are you
Yes,
doing? What are you doing exactly? You can turn
there.
your
Yeah.
camera back on, Laith. I
Okay.
accidentally turned your camera off.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, there are a Egyptian teacher is called what his name? Yeah, Ibrahim Adil. He is a very good teacher, and I'm watching his video on YouTube. He his videos are in section. For example, there are section for speaking, for writing, for reading, uh, and I study these
Mhm.
sections. And there is a friend from America. Daily I am talking to him to
Mhm.
improve my English.
So tell me, what was just a moment, Alex? I'm going to maybe allow 1 minute for you to turn your camera on. If you cannot turn your camera on, then I'm going to remove you from this session. This is a live session for those who have the ability to use a camera. So tell me, Laith, what was the last conversation that you can remember that you had with
Yeah.
the person you was practicing English?
Maybe it is a story between a cat and dog. There are the lifestyle between dog and cat and with people. For example, the cat said to the dog, we don't we yeah the cat said to dog, we are cleaner than you. We don't put a leash and a chain.
Okay,
uh,
so let's stop there. Haas, are you able to hear
Yes,
Laith?
doctor.
Are you able to hear Laith clearly?
Yeah, I'm able to hear him like very clearly.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm not necessarily practicing with Laith, and the person that he's practicing English with outside of here, their native language isn't English. I want you to have a brief conversation with Laith so that I can somehow internalize and understand where his weaknesses are, where his strengths are, and then give him some pointers as to what he can do to perfect his English so that when he finishes his school of study, his course of study at the university as an engineer, he will be better positioned to just have a basic conversation. I know Laith understands the engineering aspect of a conversation. It isn't necessary for me to understand that, but beyond the specifics of the job itself, I want to hear a conversation. Laith, you can use Haas. I'm not giving you Haas for your daily practice. That's not what I'm saying. I just want to hear you interact with Haas, who is a good English speaker. Have a conversation about this cat and dog and who's better, or whatever it is that you're saying. So Haas, just follow what he's saying. If it isn't clear, then ask him questions. I'm trying to elicit a sentence not a short sentence. So what he has said so far is, what he said was the
Yeah,
cat,
he was talking about cats and dogs and which one is cleaner than the other one.
right? And then I want to hear his own interpretation of
The story.
of the story, not from what it looks like he might be reading, which is okay, but I want to see what he can bring to it. All right, could you start now again? You can start first, Haas, just by saying hello, blah, blah.
Okay, thank you, doctor. Yeah, well, hello, everyone. I will start by introducing myself for those that will watch the recording on YouTube. So, hey, Laith, it's Hussein. I'm 27 years old and I'm from Algeria. I'm a nutrition and agri-food technologies engineer. And yeah, I'm so overwhelmed that I'm here among you. So I believe that
Oh,
Laith has already attended like 2 or
okay,
3 sessions with us
wait,
before this time.
wait just a moment, Haas. So overwhelmed
Yeah.
probably is not the word that you want to use. Overwhelmed means like it's just too much. When you, the way that you use overwhelmed right now, it means that this is too much. So over the moon is probably what you want to say. That would be appropriate. You're over the moon, like excited, but overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, I can't do anymore.
I didn't have the intention to say overwhelmed.
Okay, so but you
Well,
said,
I had the idiom over the moon in my mind, but it's because you used the word overwhelmed a lot last time. So it was like I don't know how I did that.
okay, continue.
Okay. So I've been saying that Laith has already attended like 2 or 3 sessions with us
Mhm.
before this time, and I really have noticed that his English has remarkably improved. So congratulations. And so Laith, I heard you telling us about a story between cats and dogs, or is it an article that you read on the internet? Was it an article you
Can
read
you
on Facebook?
repeat it, please? I didn't hear you, please.
Okay. Well, I said I heard you telling me and Dr. Priscilla about something about dogs and cats you read on Facebook or something like that. So I want you to reinterpret what you told us.
Yeah. Do you want to reread the story or to tell you the story?
Yeah, I want to hear the whole story, a brief story using your own words.
Yeah, I will do that. Okay. There are cats and dogs talking to each other. Okay. So they want to appear or look better than one. Okay. So they are. So okay. Let me. Okay. No. 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 I will remember the story because 3 days ago I have read it, but I will remember it. The story. Uh, Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. I remember it. Okay. Firstly, the cat said, uh, the humans treat us better than you dogs. If we turn up our nose at food they serve us and buy a new plant. Okay. The dog's response was, the humans take us out for walks, and they throw a frisbee to us to catch it. And Okay, what was the response of cat? The cat said, "Yeah, do
Okay.
you know why? Do you know why human take you out for walks? Because we have a litter box in home." That
Oh,
means the dog go walk in house. Okay,
okay.
and
Well, Yeah, the
We
conversation between the I'm sorry for the interruption, but the conversation between that dog and the cats seems very interesting. Well, tell me about one word you learned from that conversation and try to use it while you are telling me the story.
treat word treat.
Okay.
We use it in mechanical engineering university a lot, because if we want to manufacture something, we treat it how we treat it. For example, we do many manufacture on metal. For example, iron, steel, copper, aluminum, to treat it, to form it, to make a form from it. So that is called treatment.
Okay.
Or
Well,
or
wh-
okay,
okay. Well, I understood that you mean working on something, right?
treat.
Transforming, working on something.
Maybe it is approach from that, but treat you can do, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Connect, maybe connect,
okay. Okay.
approach,
And how was
approximately.
the verb? How was the verb treat? How was
Treat.
it used in that conversation?
Yeah, yeah, and in the conversation I told, treat the relation between animals and human. Treat humans treat us better than you. when uh,
Okay.
when the cat
Well,
said that.
can you spell the verb for me, please? Is it like treatment?
Treat is the verb, and the noun from treat is treatment.
Yeah.
The
Can you
noun
spell the verb treat for me, please?
Treat.
Oh, okay. That's treat.
Treat, yeah.
Excellent. So, I heard you saying that cats told dogs that they are well treated than them by human beings, right?
Yeah, by human.
Okay. So I will tell you about an article that I read. It was a session that Dr. Priscilla programmed, and it was a text about who is smarter, dogs or cats.
Certainly, cat.
Okay. And what creature do you think is smarter than the other one?
Reader?
I said, what
Yeah.
creature, what animal do you think is smarter than the other one?
Smarter cat.
Well,
And
why do you say that? Have you read something about that?
smarter cat. There are, as they say, there is no animal like cat. It is
I'm
not.
sorry, I didn't get that. Can you repeat it for me, please?
Jordan, we said that there is no animal like cat. Uh,
I
it's
still didn't
not
get that. Can you say,
okay.
can you rephrase it for me?
Rephrase. Okay. A and do you know what we say about dog? They are so loyal.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to tell you what I learned from that article, and you
and
will you
and
will
protect.
say,
Yeah,
okay, I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm
You
going
can
to
say.
tell you what I read, and you
Oh,
will retell what I will tell you. Okay?
okay.
Okay. Well, the article says that it is supposed that dogs are smarter than cats, but after a research that was conducted by a group of Japanese researchers, they figured out that cats are smarter than dogs. And the reason why they said so is that cats were able to remember the bowl they ate from. They gave them like a group of bowls with different foods, and cats were able to remember what bowl they ate from. So this means that they have like a memory that is similar to the memory that human beings have. So this is the reason why they said that cats are smarter than dogs. Are you following me?
Yeah, but I disagree with you, man.
Great, that's great. So now you can take that argumentative stance. If you disagree with what Haas has said, Leif, this is the type of challenge you will meet when you are talking about engineering stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever that stuff is, you have to be able to defend why you disagree. So I'm curious to hear, why do you disagree with Haas?
They said the cat are smarter than dog because they know what they ate, uh, just or they turn up their nose at foods they dislike this food. No, that is not reasons.
Well, this is not what I said, late.
Ah,
Well, try to focus. I will repeat it for you.
yeah,
Well, I said that let's imagine that we gave 4 different bowls, those containers that we
yeah,
give food in to animals. So we gave cats 4 containers, small containers with different foods, and
yeah,
those cats were able to remember what bowl they ate from. So
yeah,
this
yeah,
means that they have like a visual memory.
yeah.
It is similar that to the one that human beings have, which means
Yeah,
they have like a high level of intelligence.
yeah. I understood what did you say, but
Mhm.
what I want to reach a message to you. For example, uh, you said they can remember what was in the bowl. Is that okay?
They could remember the bowl and the food as well.
Yeah, maybe because they the can smell the odor of what were in the bowl or what was in the bowl by smell the odor.
So Leif,
Yeah,
this is not exactly
defender. Yeah,
correct. So there were 4 bowls, I think,
yeah,
maybe
Mhm.
red, blue, green, and yellow. Red, blue, green, and yellow. These are brand new bowls. They have no
yeah,
food. They have no food in them. So the
yeah,
cat cannot smell what was in the red bowl, the green bowl, and the various bowls. So the cat is in his memory recognizes color,
Mhm.
or the cat may recognize the placements of the 4 bowls, not
ah,
not by smell. Now,
ah. I thought there was a food in this bowl, and they
originally, yes, in the beginning, step 1, there is food in the bowl. There is milk, there is peas, chicken, and fish.
fish.
Anything. In 4 different bowls, there are 4 different things.
Yeah,
And they let the cats go. And let's just say that the cat ate from the fish bowl, which is red.
Mhm.
yeah,
Okay. And every day the cat would know, I don't want rice, I don't want chicken. I'm going to go to this red bowl. I'm going to this
Mhm.
bird
red bowl
that have fish.
that has the fish.
Yes, has. I'm sorry.
Now, 1 week later, there is no beans, no rice, no fish, no nothing. But the bowl, brand new bowls that have never been used before are there on the floor.
Yeah.
They release the cat, and the cat is looking for fish. Which bowl is he going to go to? The red bowl, because he knows, wait, that's where the fish is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, you do not need to agree with this theory or this research, but do you see the bridge right there?
huh?
Mhm.
As an engineer on your job, someone is going to hire you, pay you lots of money to design this bridge. But instead of having my bridge dip down, I want my bridge to go straight across, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You will have to explain to me why that bridge will not work.
Okay.
I don't know why it won't work, but the point that I'm getting to, Haas, if you follow, you are
Yeah.
going to be put in positions of defending what you say. It won't be
Mhm.
about cats and fish. It will be about what an
Yeah.
engineer does. When you get that foundation of actually listening very carefully, like, I wonder why this cat always goes to the red bowl. It is by habit. It is by what has been done in the past.
Yeah.
So we know that we've had bridges like this in the past.
And who do the research?
And
Japanese
who?
do the research.
Yes. So the research has to be done, but your research is going to be the studies that you're doing now in school. That is your research and based upon your findings. All right, let's change it to something else and see whatever else. So Haas can speak to,
No,
try
it's
and
very
speak,
good at arguing though.
try and speak to Peter and tell him what he needs to do. If he's having difficulty with his,
Okay.
I'm going to remove him again.
Okay, hello Peter. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Okay, then if you're able to hear me, just let us see you. Are you able to turn on your camera, please?
It's
Turn it on.
it's on. You can see me.
No, we cannot.
And even if we could, he should be able to see himself. Ask him, can he see himself?
Yeah,
Yeah,
do you see
I'm here.
yourself on the screen?
No, do you see yourself live?
Yeah, yeah, I
Do
can
you
see.
see yourself live?
Yeah,
If your camera was turned on, you would see yourself live.
can you see me now?
Do you see yourself?
Well, I see that your camera is still turned off.
I'm seeing horse.
No, we don't want to know if you can see us. We want to know, can you see yourself? Do you see yourself?
I can see.
Not
Yeah.
your, not your picture, not your picture.
I can see. Yeah, I can see myself.
Okay, well, we can't see you, so I'm going to take you back out. You don't need to return because your camera isn't working. You can watch the replay. Well, there
Okay,
you
no
are.
problem.
Now you are being seen.
Yeah.
Now we can see you. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome,
There you are.
welcome. All right, so let me change
you.
because
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Well,
I'm over the moon to
everyone
meet
is
you
frozen
once
now.
again.
well, I can. Peter said he is over the moon that he is able to get on. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I am over the moon also. Now,
Yeah, well,
Peter posted the question about some words. What are those words, Peter, that you're having difficulty with again? What are the words?
The first word is satin, button, pattern.
What does it mean?
Those.
What does it mean? What does it
Sorry?
mean? What does that word mean? What is-
Satin.
Mhm.
It's been.
What does, use it in a sentence? Can you use it in a sentence?
I'm certainly sure that if I continue having a conversation with you, I'm going to reach the fluency level in English.
Okay, he's looking at the word
so what was the word again, please?
certainly, certainly,
Certainly.
certainly.
Okay.
But he listed several words that sound with the Lunley ending that will give him, that is giving him difficulty. So
I believe those are called adverbs, right, doctor?
they're what?
I believe they're called adverbs.
Oh, yes. Okay,
Mhm.
this is the Bible. Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
if you're not a Christian, you probably don't have this Bible, but you have a Bible. You have something. You have something. This is the same with those words that you're talking about. All of those words that sound like whatever. In my Bible, in your Bible, in Lath's Bible, in Haas's Bible, there are similarities in so many of these books. They may not say the same, but there are similarities. Do you understand, Peter?
Yeah.
So when you come across words that you don't really understand how to say, you may as well take one word, one Bible, and learn that one thing. You don't, what is the name of your Bible, Haas? Or, you know, whatever you call your,
Well, doctor, it's called Quran for Muslims, doctor.
okay. So Peter, do not try to learn the
Yeah.
Quran. Do not try to learn the Bible. Lath, what do you study?
Come again.
Yeah, unmute your microphone, late.
Unmute. I muted him, so I'll unmute it. Lath. Oh. Okay, you can talk now, Lath. You can unmute your mic.
Okay. What I'm studying? I am
Still
Ask him
muted,
what-
doctor.
Ask him what I want. I want to know the name of his book, his spiritual book. Like yours is the Quran. What does he have?
What do you have?
Yeah, he's a Muslim as well, doctor. I believe
Yeah.
we do have the same book, doctor.
Okay, and Peter, you have the Quran or do you have the Bible?
I have the Bible.
Okay, so my point is, do not try to learn the Quran. Keep studying your Bible. Now, this is my example. All of those words that sound alike, like the Quran and the Bible, they have things that seem to be the same. Be good, be nice to people, do not be mean. We all know what that means, yes?
Mhm.
So when you see these words with the ly, you cannot pronounce all of them, just pronounce one of them. When you can learn to pronounce one of them, you can pronounce many more of them. Does that make
Yeah.
sense? So I'm just saying,
Yeah, sure.
don't try. That is where your problem is. Remember, we taught you how to use over the moon? And I'm so happy that you came in and said, I'm over the moon. It was just like, bam,
Mhm.
you said it so easily.
Yeah.
And I'm over the moon now to see you use these words that you think are giving you difficulty. So in our practice today, Peter, you're going to practice typing your word. I will record for you how to say the one word, one of them, not all of them.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to use certainly today. So Haas, as you talk today, we're working with Lath on comprehension of just restating something that he has heard. I don't want it to be him reading about the cat, but what do you understand in your own words? That's what we're working with Lath. And I'm certain it may not always be that I can get the ly, but the ly is what we're working on with Peter.
Mhm.
It is certainly possible. It is certainly possible for you to use words that end in ly frequently. All right.
Yeah. So thank you, doctor. I just wanted to make the story short for Peter.
Certainly. Certainly.
Yeah. So Dr. Priscilla was saying that whenever you master the pronunciation of one word, it doesn't matter what this word is. It can be a verb, an adverb, or a simple word. So just learn how to pronounce the rhythm of that word, and you will certainly learn how to pronounce the rhythm of the other words.
Yes,
He's
exactly.
gone.
The re the replay.
Oh, he's back.
Okay. Did you get that, Peter? Did you get what Haas has said? Now he's frozen.
He's frozen.
Continue with Lath. The recording will be here. We have about 12 minutes more.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Laith, I believe that you heard what I was saying to Peter. Well, Peter is back.
Yeah.
Okay, which one am I supposed to speak to, Doctor?
It's up to you. It's up to
Okay.
you.
You can speak with Peter.
Yeah, sure. Oh, okay. Okay, well, Peter, before you froze, I asked you if you understood what I told you.
I think he's.
Are you there?
I
He's
think.
frozen again. Okay, we're playing hide and seek today.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, as you probably heard me saying, like, I was using the word certainly, and we will try to use it in the rest of our conversation. Okay, Late?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Should we go back to the cats and dogs topic?
Okay.
You could say.
Yeah.
You could say certainly.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, so you were certainly saying that dogs are smarter than cats.
Of course.
Yeah, why is that?
Uh, Cats is smarter than dogs. Is that your question or
No,
what?
no. I said you were certainly saying that dogs are smarter than cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you
Why?
think?
Didn't say that. Yeah, I said that, and Japanese say that. Yeah, you are right.
Okay, forget about cats and dogs. Try to use the adverb certainly.
Yeah.
All right.
You
So-
want to use certainly?
Well, the thing is, Lath and Peter, your goal is to become more like what you hear Haas sound like. When you
Yeah.
can reach that level, then you can strive for it. Haas is striving to become at my level. So you have to level up. Let me call you back.
All right.
So you want to strive for something. Initially, I said, what are your goals? And you told me that you want, when you finish college, you want to be fluent in English. In order for you to be fluent in English, you have to be willing to practice, which it's coming from my computer. And if I go out to tell someone that they're disturbing my class, then I'll lose my class. So we'll just have to muddle through this interruption.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing the proper thing, Lath, by being brave. You certainly are brave to come on and talk and say that I want to improve my English. Peter certainly is brave. Haas definitely is brave because he is co-hosting as if, you know, I can help you because I used to be definitely in your shoes. He was where you are now. All of you, each of you are very smart in the area of engineering. I know that Peter does some, what I would call engineering too, because he can work on automotives. that is woo, over my head. Like
Mhm.
I can speak. So I want you to be able to think in English. What is it that definitely tells you, Leith, not what other people say now? Because when I ask you to take on the project of building me a bridge, I want you to tell me with definite assuredness and understanding that this is why this bridge has to be this long, that tall, this material, and tell me why I cannot use cheaper material
Yeah.
and make me believe it in English. So Haas is giving you something simple like a cat and a dog. It really doesn't matter which one is smarter, but I
Yeah.
want you to be able to defend why, whatever. It could be that, as you say, they say, but who are the they? Research says that this bridge has to be something, something, something. Peter is listening today for the adverbs. Look, as I will tell most people, I am not talking about grammar. So thank you, Haas, for teaching me my grammar. I just know how to speak and it sounds correct. That's what fluency is. You can say anything incorrectly. It just needs to be fluent to start. Okay.
Yeah, well, I can certainly say that they got what you were saying, doctor, and what they need to do is to practice more. Yeah, I used to have the same problem. If I compare the English level that I have right now with the one that I used to have like 1 month or 2 weeks ago, it's not the same at all. So it's all about practicing. And yeah, I will be waiting for Peter to post comments using the adverb of manner, certainly, or any other adverb he wants, and for Lath as well.
Okay. So Leif, we want to invite you to become a very active participant in the group. Peter has demonstrated his desire to improve daily, and he's doing daily things. We all have,
Ciao. Hi. I'm sorry too.
no worries. We all have 24 hours in a day. So just grab a minute, 2 minutes, and post something in the chat box. So Haas,
Mhm.
let's give Late something to do. We know Peter will be using words in ly with his response. What would be a good challenge?
Yeah. Uh,
Yes, like,
nothing.
Okay.
Nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Well, doctor, I'm very, very into idioms. And yeah, the one that I learned today was make the story short.
mhm.
And since it's very easy to learn and to remember, I want to share it with Laith and with the members that will watch the recording later. So
Okay.
the idiom is make a story short, and it means to go brief and to try to sum up a long story. So it's like saying a long story in 2 words only.
So let me change it for you. Haas, the
Mm-hmm.
idiom is make a long story short. That's it.
Okay.
Not whatever you just said, but it's make a long story short. That is the idiom.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make a
We in Middle East we said خير الكلام ما قل ودل. That
Yeah.
is the meaning in Arabic.
Yeah,
okay.
we do have a saying that have the similar meaning in Arabic, doctor.
Okay. Fantastic.
Yeah.
But I want you to type in English.
Yeah.
Make
Mm-hmm.
it long story short. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to write it down in the chat box for you, Laith, and for Peter as well. And I want you to use it at least once in a post or in a comment. It's up to you. Okay?
Not just
Okay.
once, maybe 3 times,
Certainly.
and not to me and not to Haas.
Okay.
You can say it to Peter, and we'll fix it so other people will respond so you can fix it. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well the idiom is a long make a
Long.
long a long story
long
short.
story short.
Okay, here it is.
Make a long story short.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that both of you has understood the meaning of the idiom.
Yeah,
Okay, awesome.
I
What
got
about
it.
you, Peter?
He's frozen again.
Yeah.
So in other words, to make a long story short, this has been a fantastic session today. Several people tried to get in, Peter being one, and he would be put into the waiting room. Alex said he had some technical difficulties, which is normal. Again, making my long story short, just do not give up on this opportunity. Don't sleep on this opportunity, because what I know and from the training that I'm receiving, you all are getting not just those basic lessons that everybody promotes. You can do the same thing absolutely free on YouTube, or if you're not lazy, you can go to Google and ask Google the same thing that you're asking me. So by mid 2021, what I am finding out from you guys, I'm teaching you how to think, not just say one sentence. You're getting idioms, you're getting adverbs,
Mm-hmm.
understanding the adverbs, understanding a lot of things that unintentionally, I'm not planning to do these things, but you're learning these things. So I am going to be a higher ticket, but I appreciate your being in on the ground floor to help me. Not only am you coming on the ground floor, but I'm also elevating you. So late,
Mm-hmm.
if you participate in your own learning by being active in the group, you too will be at a level where I know Haas can come to the US or any English speaking country with the qualifications, and he can fill that void of a spot
Mm-hmm.
in just having the conversation. So continue to practice, continue showing up, and I'm excited that you're here. That was me making my long story short.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I just want to harp on what you've just said, Doctor, and I will make my story, my long story short as well. And I want to invite both of you and those that will watch the video later to hang in there and to keep practicing their English. And yeah, I will be waiting for your post in the Speak Excellence English group, the Facebook group.
We both will cover them.
Yeah, I want to ask them for their takeaways, Doctor.
Okay.
Yeah. What is your takeaway from today's session, Leith? What is something you learned from today's class?
A lot. And I think how to describe a story or to tell a story, and how to uh, do the procedure of a story or step by step, how to relate the events or terms to each other. And uh, I learned a new sentence is make a long story short.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. What about you, Peter? Tell me about something you learned from today's class.
Well, today I've learned a new idiom, that is, to make a long story short,
Mm-hmm.
so it's a story. And I've also learned how to pronounce the ly. Certainly, I had a problem with it, but now I can be able to use it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Very good.
Cool.
benefit.
And my takeaway for
Yeah.
today is that as I better understand what your needs are, I'm trying to enhance the way that it is presented to you. Because when I'm looking at you from a native speaker's point of view, I'm thinking, what is it that they don't really understand? So this is why it's really beneficial to me to have Haas, who
Mm-hmm.
was at one point in time where you are today. So then I can talk to Haas, who is really at a higher level, and I can ask him, well, what was why wasn't he getting this? And then he can explain that to me like, oh, okay, I understand now. So thank you both for being a part of my research.
Yeah, thank you, Doctor. Thank you for hosting me, Peter and Lace today. And I wish we could see them again.
Okay, of course we will see them again. Peter, I know that you signed up for something that will start tomorrow, and hopefully you'll be able to formulate questions that you'll be able to ask. And your goal, as far as I'm concerned, is just to ask a question. Listen for the response, ask another question. Just practicing speaking to someone other than me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, that's the main goal.
All right. Anything else?
Okay. I think it's time to close the session, Doctor. Right?
Yes, it is. Thanks so much for hosting, co-hosting today, Haas. It's always my
My
pleasure.
pleasure, Doctor.
Okay. Leigh, thank you for showing up. Peter, thank you for showing up. And
Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you too.
wait.
What?
So, Leigh, it's never nice to meet you if you've already met us before. It's nice. It's nice to see you
To see
again.
you again. Yeah.
Not nice to meet you. Now, if you have met me and you've forgotten that you've met me before, that's different. But if you've met me and you remember meeting me, it's nice to see you again. It's good to see you again. Okay.
Yeah. Nice to see you again.
Leith is so good.
Okay.
Leith is so good to see you again.
Thank you, Dr. I appreciate that. Thank you. Nice to see you again. Nice to see you again.
Okay, take care, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Calling me.